Hey, White Rock 85. Well, you know this gate, you know where I'm at. Here at Camp Go Time. This is a couple days into November 2017. Gonna meet Medical Man up here. He's coming up late tonight, 10:30ish, 10 o'clock. And we're gonna be up for, the rest of Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. He's gonna do a little hunting. I'm gonna check the cabin out, see how it is, supplies and paper plates, knives, forks, things like that, and do some little bit of cleaning up in there. Maybe to cut a shooting lane near my stand, check the stand out, make sure it's good. So won't be a real long video, not gonna go into a lot of things, but come on along, let's go up and check the camp out. Just opened up the cabin, got everything out of the car. A little chilly, 57, 50 inside. That's normally how it is, usually a little bit chillier inside there. Thursday afternoon, it's about 3 o'clock or so. And again, I gotta make my bunk up, get my sheets on, and clothes unpacked and all that kind of good stuff. I'm gonna get out over here. I have my Browning 8-bolt 308 up here. I'm gonna take a couple shots with it. And same thing with my Savage 220 20-gauge slug gun for Delaware, which starts Friday, or next Friday. Eric isn't going to hunt till tomorrow afternoon. I've already heard some shots up here on the mountain. So again, as usual, people have a tendency to shoot all around here, and I think some of the deer are a little bit used to it, but that'll give well over 24 hours, about 24 hours, so it should be fine. Just about all set. Use the Hornady 308, 150 grains. In essence, the SST bullet itself. I just measured. It's about 60 yards or so down to the target. It's a Browning 8-bolt I use for PA. Looked to be pretty good with that. These two are fairly close. That was a second shot. I pulled a little bit, but just going a teeny bit low, teeny bit to the right. But really, for the targets here, usually not any more than 50 yards because I can't see that far. As far as thickness of trees and things like that, I can make an adjustment. Maybe 2 clicks up, maybe 2 clicks up, that's about it. But I think I'm just going to leave it where it is. It's fine for PA deer. Go ahead and get that 20 gauge out and go ahead and shoot for the center here. And this is the Savage 220 and 20 gauge. And run the Remington Premier AccuTips out of it, the 3 inchers. This is a really, really nice slug gun if that's what you need to use in your state. Was really peppering this side of the target, but my last one, after some adjustments, is right there. Is actually what I want for a slug gun because of the drop of the slug over distances. There is some spots that you can shoot 100 yards or more. I don't have a range that I can shoot 100, but knowing that's a little bit high right there at about 60, I know I'm in good shape. I saw that really nice one at 200 yards last year. All I had is the camera. This was sure a beauty. It was the best live deer I've ever seen in the woods. 200 yards. I probably would have had to take a shot, but at that point you're glad you're shooting a little bit high. Oh, let's go ahead and put all that stuff away. Now, time to pull the generator out. I'm not going to turn it on until way after dark, but get it out, set up anyway. And the shooting bench also acts as our generator, a little bit of soundproofing, you keep the rain off of it. Could really use something permanent for it. That is on the to-do list. Not sure if that'll ever get done, but it's on the to-do list. It's getting on about 5:30 in the cabin right now, shooting out the window. Shooting the camera, I should say, out the window, not a gun. But I'm not sure if you can see this little, looks like a fawn, maybe a doe, that's come in to eat some of the acorns out in the field out there. And it just always goes to show you that shooting isn't too bad. I think voices and things like that make a lot of difference, because I'm up here by myself, of course, not making that much noise, and you have a fawn out in the field. Now, of course, it's not a 6 or an 8 point, but it is a deer. Well, after dinner, just sitting here waiting for Eric to show. He's still about 3 hours away, I guess. Just lit a pipe. Have one of those dogfish, big ones, in my little cooler here. Wait for Eric show. Good night for night 1, and we'll catch you in the morning. Well, day 2. Eric arrived last night about 11 o'clock, and we stayed up a little bit on the late side, catching up, talking, laughing a little bit, having another beverage. He just went to check his stand. He's going to go out this afternoon. And what I think I'm going to do is, if you know the cabin, you know the walls here. And behind here, right in here, we have some cabinets. And basically it just has your normal stores, your plates and cups, silverware, and maybe some spices in there and some things like that. So there's 2 cabinets in there that really need to be cleaned out. Not going to bore you too much with that, so I'm just going to go ahead and get that cleaned up, take an inventory of what we have, send a note to the guys. I know we need trash bags. I think we need some real dinner plates and whatever else we need, so go ahead back here and get started on that. Yeah, there is medical man Eric getting ready to head down to the stand. He's got his crossbow, 10-point stealth SS.
That's it.
And he's all set. So I'll keep my phone handy just in case something happens. Good luck to him. See what goes on down there. Maybe you'll see something. Well, as Eric takes the 4-wheeler down, gets settled into the stand, go ahead and take my feeder down. It's been long empty. I'm sure probably August 15th that thing was empty. But go ahead and take it down to make sure there's no issues with looking like you're baiting or anything like that. Alright, that is it. Carry this thing back. In case you're wondering how that solar panel does on there. The battery, rechargeable. It's not been, well, I put it in beginning of May, and it's beginning of October. Still looks like it's charged fairly well. Don't have a meter on me or anything like that. It's still working fine, so if you're thinking about putting solar panel on your feeder, I definitely recommend it. From the pine trees, I figured I'd do some lopping and take some of those bottom branches off so the cars can park a little bit easier in here, and we get everybody up here in 4 or 5 cars. Well, Eric's still in the stand. I got a report he saw a doe, but it ended up either spooked or ran away for some reason. Got these nice porterhouses that we're having tonight, so I'm just getting them ready and have them go on when he gets back. Put those on the grill. Nice size ones. Nice porterhouses, really looking good. And we decided on the old slap your mama. This is the white pepper slap your mama. I'm sure you've heard of it, and if you've tried it, you know it's pretty good. Porterhouses, Caesar salad, and that is our dinner. And a couple beverages, and we'll be in good shape for later. Time to get that stove going. Dropping down to about 35 tonight, 0 Celsius or so. Here's our sorry looking fire ring. Basically those blocks were from another project the senior had started and unfortunately didn't get a chance to finish. But it's terrible. But we do have a lot of these nice rocks that we're going to try to get over and build something up. Waiting for Syntex and Mr. Trail Killer, for those of you who know that Mike, maybe to get up here one time and really build me a fire ring, because I know those two, when they get into something, they get into something. This is definitely on the project list. For right now, it unfortunately might be a spring thing. Up the stand, and as you can see, looks like I got a family of flying squirrels living in here. If you ever want to know what a flying squirrel look like, these are it. You can see they're smaller, almost the size of a chipmunk, and have that extra material that they can do a little flying around with. So interesting. Hope they realize that this is my stand, and they're not going to be allowed in here. But I certainly don't mind sharing it with them. Always nice to make some type of habitat for wildlife. It's really not all about the kill. It's about conserve, share, things like that. Now, little guy, I'm going to leave you alone. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I've been walking around for a little bit. This is the first rub that I've come across. As you can see, finger-wise, it's probably a little spike or 4-pointer doing that. Nothing major, that's for sure. Figure it time to take care of another emergence that we have in the privy in the shit house, whatever. When I bring out the blue gloves, it's usually for something good, but not in this case. Two things. One, looks like we're either getting a lot of chipmunks or mice in there, and we had left the toilet paper in there and they're making a mess out of that, so I got to do a little straightening up with that. And then some unnamed person who won't own up to it broke the lid off the seat, so I have to replace that in there with a nice fresh one. You know how it is. You gotta take care of your camp. You gotta keep the camp going, upkeep. From silly things like this, to keeping the gutters clean, to painting, to sweeping out the flies and all the rest of that stuff. So it's got to be done. I get these babies on, and this should be a real quick and easy project. Certainly not going to take you along for the ride. You don't need that. Eric is in the woods right now. He saw, I think, 2 doe and 3 fawns yesterday. Really couldn't get a good shot. They weren't quite in range. So he's back out there today, and I'll take care of this, and we'll see what he's going to do this afternoon. And then I think I'm going to go out and get some pizza for us a little bit later, and have it hot and ready for him when he gets back. Unless in the meantime he gets a deer, and then he'll come up get me. I'll go down and help him, and then we'll take the victory pizza lap. So whichever one we do, certainly good. Well, that sucked, but at least it's finished. New seat, and throw the other one out, and so and close this door and put this project behind me, huh? You can hear the Jeep in the background. Here I am at the gate, taking off. Everything is pretty good up the cabin. We know what we need. We know what we have to buy. So I think we're all set for deer season. Unfortunately, Eric didn't get anything. He saw some deer, but was never able to get a shot off with the crossbow. Oh, that's okay. So this is White Rook 85 at the cabin. Heading back down to the peninsula. Ah, fuck it. I'm out of here.